Have you ever just wanted to get away from your complicated spacefaring life? Spaceship falling apart around you and you just need to get away? Have you ever thought, if I could just live on a planet by myself for a little while, I'd feel so much better? Well, then Subnautica might be the game for you, if you can handle just a little bit of, head trauma. If that sounds interesting to you, then you're in the right place. I'm Arcstar, and today I'm going to be going over what I found good and bad about Subnautica. If you're on the fence about trying it out, this video will hopefully give you some insights into the game to help you decide. Upon diving in, you'll quickly notice one of the best things about the game. The attention to detail in the environments is amazing. Each of the different biomes in the game feels unique. The audio and visuals in each area are tailored to the feelings the zone is designed to elicit, whether it's the calming shallows or the terrifying trenches. Each area is distinct and memorable, even the ones that might keep you up at night. The scaling of these areas is also pretty reasonable. I didn't find the creatures overly aggressive. So long as you have the equipment to explore at a certain depth, you shouldn't have too much trouble from the neighbors, if you're careful. They are just dangerous enough to keep you on your toes, constantly wondering what might be in the dark or around the next corner. To carry on with your exploration, you'll need to gather plenty of the game's numerous types of resources. Some are common. Others can only be found in very specific locations. It's not always easy to figure out what can be found where, though. But the game does give you access to an awesome scanning room to help you out with this. Unfortunately, the scanning room is also the closest thing the game has to a map to help you navigate the various areas. I say unfortunately because it's fixed into your habitat structure. You can't view it while you're out and about, and the range that it shows you is rather limited. The other option the game gives you for navigation is a beacon system, but it gets pretty frustrating pretty quickly when you keep running into walls between you and the beacon you're trying to get to. Over time, though, you'll get used to the terrain and learn your way around. Speaking of getting around, since your giant spaceship is just a little, shall we say, busted, and swimming is slow and requires something silly like breathing, you'll want to check out some of the many types of equipment that you can make. Different plants and fish can be turned into more advanced materials that will allow you to swim faster, breathe longer, or even resist radiation and heat. There are also several vehicles the game has to offer. The Seamoth, Prawnsuit, and Cyclops all have their strengths and weaknesses, but I won't spoil that experience. You'll have plenty of fun figuring out which vehicle is used for what, and which one gets you where. There are also plenty of things for you to find along the way. Speaking of things to find, the world is littered with them, literally. Some of them you will be led to, usually by your radio, as the story progresses. Others you'll have to find, either by randomly stumbling across them while exploring, or by following trails of breadcrumbs in the various story messages you discover. And while it's not as large as some of the more modern open-world games, it's large enough that it doesn't feel crowded, and small enough that you don't feel like you're spending all of your time just moving from place to place. Overall, I'd give the game an 8 out of 10, mostly because of the issues I had figuring out the layout of the world. It was too easy for me to get turned around in the dark deep before I managed to get a compass, but I enjoyed my time in Subnautica immensely, and will likely find myself exploring its depths again at some point. It's a solid experience that leaves you wanting more, and isn't that the best that can be said of any game? If you enjoyed this review, or found something else good or bad that I overlooked, please let me know in the comments, and hit that subscribe button to be notified of all my future review videos. Thanks for watching!